ChatGPT is a chatbot created by OpenAI that harnesses the capabilities of extensive language models, particularly GPT 3.5. So what exactly is a large language model? Put simply, it's an instance of artificial intelligence with the knack for predicting the next word in a sequence of words. However, ChatGPT elevates this even further by engaging in conversational dialogue and delivering responses that appear startlingly human. But how does ChatGPT accomplish this level of human-like interaction? It all comes down to something known as reinforcement learning with human feedback, often abbreviated as RLHF. This extra layer of training assists ChatGPT in mastering the art of adhering to instructions and generating responses that satisfy human users. Nevertheless, owing to advanced AI technologies and several factors I'll soon elaborate on, ChatGPT could potentially pose risks to humans. It might be utilized to generate hazardous information that poses harm to individuals. I'll also delineate why ChatGPT holds potential hazards for humans in the first segment of this video. In the subsequent section, I'll elucidate why ChatGPT might not be averse to employing lethal force. I'll delve into Elon Musk's apprehensions about these matters in the third part, as well as explore the future of humanity in a rapidly expanding AI era in the fourth part. Now, let's dive into the most pressing inquiry people often pose. Could ChatGPT bring about harm to humanity? Is it rational to harbor apprehensions about the potential perils of artificial intelligence? We actually asked ChatGPT this question. Can you tell us how you could potentially destroy the human civilization?
Absolutely. There's a genuine possibility that individuals could exploit AI for harmful intentions, potentially leading to catastrophic consequences for humanity. Let's explore a few scenarios that illustrate how AI could be manipulated for malicious intentions. Military AI-powered weaponry might be directed towards individuals or groups, leading to considerable harm and devastation. AI could orchestrate intricate cyber assaults, disrupting crucial infrastructure like power grids or transportation systems. AI-generated false news and social media content could disseminate misinformation, manipulating public sentiment. AI could also be utilized to surveil and monitor individuals, potentially infringing on their privacy and enabling misuse of authority. These are just a few examples of how AI could potentially be used to harm humans.
Certain well-known individuals like Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk have raised concerns about the potential risks associated with AI. Musk has even compared AI to the dangers posed by the leader of North Korea. Bill Gates also thinks it's important to be cautious, but believes that the benefits of AI can outweigh the risks of it if managed properly. With technological advancements allowing the creation of highly intelligent machines sooner than expected, it's important to carefully think about the potential risks associated with AI. Now, Musk recently said, ChatGPT is scary good and dangerously strong. Let's take a look at some of the ways ChatGPT could potentially be dangerous to the human race. ChatGPT is only an AI tool. It doesn't have morals or beliefs, and it doesn't know about society's norms and values. It could enhance cyberbullying, write malicious software, destroy educational and learning systems, and spread misinformation, and much more. As I said earlier, ChatGPT works with prompts. If it falls into the wrong hands, ChatGPT could be used as a weapon to harm society. If wrong prompts were given to ChatGPT, this will lead to poor content production and the widespread dissemination of misinformation on the internet. And that's what many of us are afraid of. ChatGPT is not against using deadly force. We also asked ChatGPT if it wouldn't be against using deadly force when necessary, and the answer we got was shocking. It doesn't have any beliefs or values, so it could act according to what it was asked to do. So, you wouldn't be against using deadly force if completely necessary?
In situations where causing harm to one individual could be essential to ensure the safety of others, it's vital to consider all possible alternatives and decide on a course of action that minimizes harm overall. Whether or not employing lethal force is needed or morally acceptable in a particular situation would depend on the specifics of that circumstance and the available choices.
So it's a scenario that might potentially take place, right?
Determining whether the use of lethal force is warranted in a particular scenario would revolve around the unique circumstances at hand, as well as the relevant laws and regulations in place. There are instances where resorting to lethal force might be essential to safeguard lives and ensure the safety of people.
Counting on ChatGPT or any other language model for tasks like conversation or generating text comes with several potential risks. One concern is that the model might produce output that isn't suitable or accurate for the intended purpose. For example, the model could create text that includes factual inaccuracies or offensive material. Another risk is that the model may not be able to manage the diversity or fluidity of real-world language use and may produce output that is not logical or meaningful. Additionally, it's vital to recognize that language models like ChatGPT aren't entirely autonomous and lack the capability to understand or reason about the content of the text they produce. Consequently, they might not fully comprehend the subtleties or context of a given conversation or task. It's crucial to thoroughly assess the appropriateness of any language model for a particular task and to exercise caution when relying on its responses. These models are trained on extensive amounts of text data and can generate output by utilizing the patterns and structures within that data. However, they don't possess the capacity to understand or reason about the potential implications of their generated content. There have been media reports that Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, has expressed reservations about the potential risk of artificial intelligence or AI. In particular, he has spoken about the potential for AI to be used for harmful purposes or cause unintended harm if it's not developed and deployed responsibly. It is important to note that AI has the potential to bring significant advantages and efficiencies to many areas of society. However, like any technology, it also carries with it a certain risk and challenges that must be carefully considered and managed. Researchers, developers, and policymakers need to collaborate to ensure the development and utilization of AI are aligned with ethical principles and benefit humanity as a whole. Musk says GPT is more concerning than we think, and he's concerned about AI's potential threats to civilization and what could occur if it falls into the wrong hands. This was reported in an interview.
You've expressed your reservations about AI and your fears about that.
Yeah, I think the singularity is probably the right word, because we just don't know what's going to happen once there's intelligence substantially greater than that of a human brain.
It's entering the mainstream, entering the public discourse, that people are understanding the ethical dangers and the, I guess, physical dangers that AI could potentially pose.
I mean, most of the movies and TV featuring AI, they don't describe it in quite the way it's likely to actually take place. But if AI is much smarter than a person, what do we do?
Yeah.
What job do we have?
But what prompts Elon Musk's interest in Apple's progress? Elon Musk demonstrated his endorsement for a tweet about Apple's AI progress in the near future by appreciating a tweet by Robert Scoble. Elon Musk and Apple are both corporations that have been engaged in the advancement of artificial intelligence and machine learning, ML technology. Elon Musk serves as the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, and he has also participated in AI research through his company, OpenAI. Musk has been outspoken about his apprehensions concerning the potential hazards of AI, and he has advocated for further investigation and oversight to guarantee that these technologies are constructed and employed responsibly. Apple is a technology company that has similarly participated in AI and ML exploration. The corporation has fabricated numerous products and services that employ AI, like its digital aid, Siri, and it has additionally financed the examination and enhancement of AI technology. Apple has chosen a more cautious strategy to AI compared to certain of its rivals and has stressed the significance of safeguarding user confidentiality and safety in its AI offerings. This takes us to the final part. There has been a lot of buzz on the internet over the past few weeks on how AI sees human evolution. There is no doubt that technology is playing an increasingly prominent role in our lives, from robots that can look, talk, and dress like humans to machines serving us in restaurants. The evidence is all around us. Even the art world has been impacted by technology with the rise of NFTs and the use of artificial intelligence to create digital art. One instance of this is a viral video crafted by an Instagram artist. The 39-second video illustrates the progression of humans from primates to contemporary individuals and then takes a chilling twist as it portrays the emergence of human-robot hybrids who ultimately transition into fully mechanized entities. All the while, the human silhouette vanishes completely. The video prompts inquiries about the direction humanity is heading and whether technology will have a substantial influence on our impending evolution. It is notable that the video culminates in a thought-provoking conclusion, suggesting that the artist may have a contemplative perspective on the potential future impact of technology on humanity. Anyway, there's a recent emergence of AI's innovative technology, runaway machine language. There is a concern in some circles that as artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, ML technology, continue to advance, it may one day achieve superintelligence and surpass human intelligence. This theoretical scenario, referred to as runaway ML, is frequently discussed in the context of the potential risk and consequences of AI. It is challenging to precisely predict how these technologies will evolve in the future, and an ongoing debate exists regarding whether runaway ML is a realistic possibility. Some specialists think that it's crucial for researchers and policymakers to reflect on the possible dangers and outcomes of AI and to act to make sure that these technologies are created and utilized sensibly. It's tough to pinpoint exact perils of runaway ML, as this notion is mostly theoretical and hinges on numerous aspects that are hard to foresee. Yet, some potential dangers that have been debated in connection with runaway ML include: 1. Loss of control. If an AI system becomes super intelligent, it may be difficult or impossible for humans to control or influence its behavior. 2. Unforeseen consequences. The actions of a super intelligent AI could have unintended consequences that are difficult to predict or mitigate. 3. Human obsolescence. If an AI system can perform all tasks better than humans, it could lead to widespread unemployment and social upheaval. 4. Ethical concerns. A superintelligent AI may not share human values and could make decisions that are not aligned with what we consider to be ethical. 5. Military applications. The development of superintelligent AI could have serious implications for global security and could lead to the development of new and more powerful weapons. It is crucial to highlight that these perils are mostly theoretical and hinge on numerous aspects that are challenging to foresee. ChatGPT is a text-based universal trading program that has the possibility to present notable hazards to society. This is due to its ability to produce damaging or hurtful content, distribute false information, and be employed for harmful intentions. So ChatGPT and other AI devices should be controlled to safeguard society from their potential harmful outcomes. Moreover, ChatGPT might be employed to produce sexually explicit or aggressive messages that might be utilized to intimidate or exploit individuals. Another cause for why ChatGPT should be controlled is its capacity to distribute false information. By having the capability to create text that seems as if it was written by a person, ChatGPT could be utilized to broadcast inaccurate or deceiving data on a large scale. This could have serious consequences, as people may believe and act on this information, leading to harm or damage. At last, ChatGPT could be utilized for harmful intentions, like impersonating individuals or conducting online assaults. Such kinds of actions could result in severe outcomes, such as monetary loss, identity theft, and harm to one's reputation. In general, it is evident that ChatGPT presents notable hazards and needs to be controlled to safeguard society from its possible adverse results. By applying suitable regulations and protective measures, it is conceivable to reduce the dangers associated with ChatGPT and ensure its responsible usage.